Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. I just want to say thank you all for those who are new for coming to the channel, finding this content worthwhile to, come and spend time and listen to your boy talk about, some real things. And, on this channel, I don't just talk about narcissism, I talk about life itself. The journey and the struggle of what it's like to be different. When you're different, okay, life doesn't treat you the same. See, a lot of people would rather be like everybody else, follow what everybody else do, But when you're different, there's something on the inside of you that is wired differently from everybody else. Okay? People don't treat you the same. Family don't treat you the same. Past friends don't treat you the same. It's always some sort of it's some sort of hill you have to climb when you're different, okay? And it feels like the world is against you, the world is watching you, okay? And this is going to lead up into the topic of today, which is targeted individuals, okay? This video right here is for the empaths, the light workers, the starseeds, the chosen ones, who seems like everywhere they go and everything they do, somebody's watching it, somebody's critiquing it, and it just seems like you don't necessarily have to do anything to anybody. Just the fact that you're different, your aura is different, your vibe is different, you do things differently. People have a tendency of wanting to watch you. You ever notice how, like, on certain jobs, you see other people get away with certain crimes, but you do one little hint of a crime, they on your head. Hey, don't do that. But you're sitting there like, wait a minute, I saw other person did this, how come y'all ain't checking him? And they'll be like, oh, I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You're different, man. And ladies, you're different. And I say this before in one of my other videos, this society is not our home. We can't think based on, okay, I want to be treated fairly. You're not going to be treated fairly in this society. It's impossible. See, when you're different and you're not like everybody else, people have a tendency of watching you. They watch you harder than they'll watch you harder than they'll watch a murderer. They'll watch you harder than they'll watch a rapist. And then you got people out here, wicked ass folks out here that want to test everything you do. They want to test your willpower. What happens if I take something from you? What happens if I, target your self-esteem? How would you react? There's people out here like that. They see that you're different. They see that you don't move like how everybody else move, and they want to test you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to leave you alone. They don't want to mind their business. Oh, they're not the type to be like, oh, I might as well leave them alone. I probably shouldn't mess with this person. No, because you're different, they be like, okay, let's go mess with this person. You know what I'm saying? You know how sucked that is? Because you're different, because you carry something in you that is far powerful, that people have a tendency of wanting to try you, test you. The trials and tribulations. I know many of you all have stories of many different times when people have just done so much fucked up shit to you. They set you up. They disrespected you. They humiliated you. They lied to you just to get some money out of you. And a lot of times it was family members. It was people who we considered friends. It was neighbors from down the street trying to use you. You know what I'm saying? It's like nowadays you cannot let people know you have a good heart, because especially if you're different, it's because now it's like, oh, bullseye. Now we're going to try to bombard you with requests, errands, you know, do it. I'm going to bombard you with stuff so you can benefit me and me only. Okay? There's a spirit that dwells inside you that's not like everybody else. You are not of this world. Okay? This is why you get treated differently, because you come from a different place. You know, a lot of these people out here, man, they GMO. They're genetically modified. They're programmed. They're trained to do anything the world is doing. You know? Some people may never ever wake up. But see, when you're chosen, when you're a starseed, when you're a light worker, when you're a targeted individual, when you're a targeted individual, you can see things the average person cannot see. Okay? You're going to see things that most people probably would never ever in their lifetime get to see. Okay? There's a saying that I like to say. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but they don't know what's really there. You want to go to heaven, but you don't know if there's extraterrestrials there, beings that you've never seen before, creatures you've never seen before, that are way more powerful than you. How are you going to react to that? How are you going to handle that? I personally have seen different creatures that are not from this place, but I can't tell you all this because you all haven't experienced that. Some of you all will, you know. But I say that to say that when you're targeted individuals, they don't see what you see, and they probably never ever will get to see what you see. You understand? You're special. You're different. Okay? When you're a targeted individual, it feels like the whole world is watching you. Even when you're alone, there's people watching your every move. It's like for some reason people know what you don't have to necessarily tell people what you're getting into. For some reason people just know. Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're about to do. It's like, even if you don't tell people your plans, a lot of times people already know. See, when you're an empath, when you're a targeted individual, when you're a starseed, when you're chosen, people watch you closely. Like I said before, they won't watch the murderer. They won't watch the thief and the criminal and the manipulator. They'll watch you closely, real close. You know? Any little move you make, they watch it. They critique it. No, you shouldn't do this. And you like, how is it fair to you that you live in a world where anything that you do, you're liable to get criticized for it? You know? It's like you're better off just sitting still, just looking like this and just breathing. Because that's the only way people will probably leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to be targeted. I know what it's like to be different. This is why I made this channel, so I can talk to those who are different, who don't look like the average person, who don't act like the average person, who ain't out here acting an ass. You know, the world we live in today, people are liable to use you, abuse you, disrespect you. People are liable to attack you. You know, you ever met those people where you see them do some fucked up shit to you. You see them disrespecting you. But the moment you confront them about it, they start to raise their voice. I know what you talk about. Get out my face before I beat your ass. It's like, first they start with you, and then when you confront them about it, now they want to throw fists at you. They want to yell at you. What you want to do? Huh? I'll beat your ass. Because people nowadays do not like accountability. This is what makes you different. See, when you're a targeted individual, you're a starseed, you're chosen, you do a lot of self-reflection, you know? And I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy sometimes. Sometimes you have to be mean to people. Sometimes you have to be like, you know what, I don't give a damn. As hard as it may be, because you're an empath, you give a damn. But some days you're just not gonna give a damn about people's bullshit, especially if they disrespected you. It's like fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? It's fight or flight. You know, there are people out here that purposefully provoke you, target you, watch you, isolate you, make up false things about you. Oh, it's like, you ever met some of those people and they swear up and down that they know who you are from head to toe and they don't even know you like that? Oh man, I know this person. Man, this person ain't gonna do that. They don't even know you. They just met you. But they already assume